I like the way you think. However, if you check my channel, I do have a project coming up. It's not quite a side-by-side, but it's got 4 wheels. It's smaller than a car. Matter of fact, it's even smaller than my tractor here. But stay tuned for that. Be building a off-road tractor, like lawnmower style. That's coming up soon. I've got to finish one video coming up, which is what I'm kind of cleaning up, getting ready for. But after that, I'll be pulling the tractor in here to start tearing down. Definitely need to do something about a toolbox. That's pretty well set right there. This just up here. That's project's going to start sooner than later. These are part of that other pipe cut. This is some junk. Speaking of which, while I'm here, I might as well spin up some of this. Son of a bitch. Seems like a lot of people are interested. Uh-oh. Don't do that to me. What's going on, everybody? going? Good morning. At least I think it's morning where you're at. Well, if you watch my channel, coming up soon, I'm doing a long form video here this week. But after that, I'm gonna be bringing in a project. It's not quite a side-by-side, but it is a lawnmower. But it's not gonna be mowing lawns anymore. Stay tuned to find out what that's gonna be about. It's gonna be it's not gonna be a quick project. It's gonna take me some time, but I'll be doing updates along the way. Good opportunities to teach how to fabricate. But you're not wrong, a side-by-side would look really nice in here. Especially like right in this area, right in front of the motorcycle, maybe right next to it. Yeah. I'm with you there. What I would like to do is eventually, once I get the budget, I would like to build my own side-by-side from scratch. That's what I really want to do. I want to buy one. Or take one that's been wrecked and really make it something cool. So stay tuned, because a lot of that will be coming up here within the next couple of weeks. Oh shit. I'm kind of more just preparing. We got a couple projects that I want to get going. So what I'll do when I'm doing stainless, this is stainless steel MIG wire. I will actually take this wire, cut it into lengths, split it in half, and we kind of weave it together with a drill. And this actually makes really, really good TIG wire. It burns in a little nicer than some of the stuff I can buy. Don't ask me why. I don't know, I just like it. And I don't like to waste money in MIG wire. So I'm going to use it. Right now I'm just preparing. The rest of my parts will be here today, I think, and then I'll be able to do the video that I want to do. Which the video is how to do the math and how to make pie cuts. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned for that. I'm going to try and get that up by the end of the week. And a couple people asked me about it, so I'm going to do it. Alright. Oh no. That's not what I wanted to do. It's alright, I should be able to fix that. Huh. That's fascinating. All right. I have my needle and those pliers up there. But yeah, man, I ain't wasting wire. Saves me a little bit of money. And like I said, when I'm TIG welding stainless, well, anything, well, I do a lot of tubing. Actually burns in really nice. Ah! I don't know why these are, I don't know why this one's being such a pain in the ass. Alright. That'll work. There we go. That's better. Why is this doing that? Stay there, damn it. Then I'll just cut the ends off. Yeah, I got ends that aren't quite woven. Just cut the end off right there. Nah, it's not you. Don't you worry. Happens to me every once in a while. Look at that. Yes, sir. So take a length. Take a length, find the two ends. Find two ends like that. Stick it in my vise here. two ends. You got the other end that's not cut. Find the center. Pinch it together. Pinch it together. Fingers aren't working this morning. Give myself a little edge like that. Take my drill and put it in the chuck. Put it in the chuck like that. And then I'll just take my drill, spin it. That's about where I like it. There you go. And you get this nice little weave like that. And then all I have to do, snap the ends off. And snap my hook off. Woo! Now I will cut these in half because I don't want them to be quite that long, especially when I'm doing stainless, because these kind of wiggle around a little bit. Well, make them shorter. Cut them in half so they're about 18 inches long or so. That's it. I have not done it. I have done my handlebars. Here, I'll show you. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. I have done my handlebars. I haven't done a lot of custom work on this bike because I kind of want to keep it as stock as I can. My last bike that I had, I got carried away with it and became not unrideable, but unbearable under 30 miles an hour. But this bike, I made these handlebars. And I have said multiple times that if anybody's interested in handlebars, I will make handlebars and start selling them. I like to do custom work like that. So my offer still stands. If anybody wants custom work done for their motorcycle parts, you give me measurements, I can fabricate. I can fabricate just about anything if you give me really good measurements. If you don't know what you need, we can meet up if we're local, and I can measure you to make custom handlebars. Because come to find out, for these victories, like I've talked to a couple people, as much as the Polaris, the manufacturer, and aftermarket manufacturers has said they're going to keep making parts until these victories are off the road, they have slowed down and stopped making custom parts. So when I was looking for handlebars, I could only find handlebars that are either ape hangers or just like broomsticks. And I don't like either of those, especially for that bike. I wanted a kind of mid-raise bar, and I couldn't really find anything I liked, so I came up with a design and made it myself. Seems to be a lot of people like them, but nobody ever wanted to actually buy them. So my offer still stands. If somebody wants me to make custom handlebars, I have no problem doing that. Man, like a hot. Fascinating. Bink! Throwing metal everywhere, son of a bitch. My alarm's gonna go off soon. It's a beautiful morning. Yeah. For some reason, this is kind of relaxing to be able to do this, especially in the morning. just to sit here and do redundant tasks like this. Oh, it's actually a Mahindra tractor. No real story behind it. It's just what we use for for the property. Oh man. It's got a mower deck. It's got a front end loader. Got a backhoe attachment. Just use it for a bunch of things. See, if it was up to me, I'd probably have like 7 or 8 projects in the yard, vehicle projects. But my wife doesn't take too kindly to shit laying around. I don't blame her. I'm just saying, if it was up to me, I'd have like 3 tractors, a couple cars, stuff like that. But can't have stuff like that laying around. Yeah, I'm just happy she lets me do this. I think the only reason why she lets me do this is because I'm actually kind of good at it. A lot of times I get myself involved in the stuff that I think I'm good at, and turns out I'm not. Current project? Well, I have a guy that wants me to make a couple pie cut angles. So I need to make a 3-inch radius, 60-degree angle. I need to make a 3-inch radius. I think it's like a 70, I have to look at my notes again, but it's something like a 72-degree angle. And then he wants me to make a couple of exhaust tips. So I've got 2.5 and 3-inch pipe. I'm going to do a video on it about how to do pie cuts and how to do the math behind it, as far as finding your radius, getting the right size cuts, getting the right angles and all that stuff, and fitting it up. But after that, my next project's going to be taking a Craftsman tractor and making it a off-road, side-by-side style, 1-seater off-road tractor. Well, what I got to do is I got to find a donor ATV, because I want to convert it to 3 or 4 lug for ATV tires and put front suspension on the thing. But instead of buying all the parts to do that, I'm just going to find a junk lawnmower and rob the parts off of it to do that. Because I think it'll be less expensive to do it that way. So stay tuned for that. That's coming up. That will be a video. It's going to be a longer project because there's going to be a lot of fabrication, but it gives me an opportunity to teach more fabrication tips and tricks and how to do some of this odd stuff that most schools won't teach you. Or can't teach you, really. I also need to make another chicken coop. But I'm waiting on my wife to come up with what she wants. And that way I can actually make it. Because the original idea was to take one of them steel sheds or pole barns, a small one, 3x5 or something like that, and turn it into a chicken coop by adding nesting boxes and stuff like that. But it sounds like she changed her mind, so I have to wait. So we have 13 chickens in the garage right now. Now granted, they're young. They're not full grown yet, except for one. One is full grown, but the rest are not full grown yet, so I don't want to put them outside because we've had predators lately trying to steal my chickens. Son of a bitch. Try again. Oh, it snapped. It's all right. Need to get a new vise. This vise is driving me crazy. Charcoal forge. Huh, that's pretty cool. That's interesting. This is why I love welding. This is why I got into it, is because I can literally just take raw material and make anything that my mind can come up with to a certain extent. That's why I love it. That's why I started doing it. That's why I started teaching it. As much as I miss doing it in the field, because I'm not gonna lie, there are some days that I wish I could just go to work and not talk, weld, not talk to anybody, but we all grow up eventually, I guess. Meter 3M Bluetooth earmuffs. Okay, interesting. I'll be honest with you. When I'm working, I come to find I don't like listening to music. Yeah, a little strange, I know, but just, I don't know. I like to just listen to everything else going on, I guess. Sometimes I'll listen to podcasts. I'll do that. But even then, I can't even listen to that. I just like to listen to the noise that's going on, whether it's the arc, whether it's the grinding, whether it's the ambient noise around me. I don't know. I've come to learn I don't, even music, I don't even listen to, unless I'm riding my motorcycle. I don't like listening to music. Speaking of which, I gotta see if I can connect my phone to my Bluetooth on my bike. Hang on to that. Beautiful. All right, I'll catch you later. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for my projects coming up. Sometimes it takes me a little while to post, but it goes up in the end. Oh, I'm hungry. Ah. Beautiful, crazies can't help but amaze me. See how straight that comes out? That's why I leave them together. Because if you just cut a length off, it just turns into this. So when I weave it together, it comes out pretty straight. Looks like I got a couple new people. I'll show you what I'm doing. TIG wire. I can take a bunch of MIG wire and make a bunch of TIG wire. Ends up straight, a little woven, but it actually burns in pretty nice. I'll show you how to make it, okay? So if you got MIG wire, let me start over. Get that out. So if you got MIG wire and not using it, you need to do some TIG work, and maybe you're doing some TIG work and you don't have some TIG rod with you. You can make TIG rod out of MIG wire. For me, the easiest way to do it is take the length that you need. So I got 030, 308, I think it's 308. Yeah, I have 030, 308 wire right here. Take the length of it. I just stretch my arms out and do this. Length of it. Snip it off. Save that for later. Okay. When you snip it, you end up with this coiled wire. Now, that's not, you can't really TIG with this. It's got to be straight. Not only that, 030 is kind of thin. I need to make it a little thicker. So what I can do is double it up. Now, double it up, take the two ends. Take the two ends here. Stick them in my vise. Tighten that down really good. All right. Then stretch this out. Grab the middle of it. Bend it so it's tight. Take a drill and stick it in the chuck. Tighten it down. So when you stick it in the chuck, it sits in there like that. Kind of sits like that. Okay? Then just stretch it out, put a little bit of tension on it, and just spin it up. Ow, I messed that up. Okay. Make sure you get a good handle on it. That can happen. It's all right, I can fix that. Okay, stretch it out and spin it up. Just do it kind of long enough so everything looks kind of uniform. And when you take it out of your chuck, you end up with this nice straight piece of wire. And you take your ends, take your looped end, get that out of there. Don't need that. Take your end that's not quite woven together, that was in the vise, and snip that off. Okay, now this is a little flimsy, so I will take this 36-inch length of wire and cut it in half so I have two 15-inch pieces of wire. And now I can use it. Yeah, let's see if I can get it to focus. No, not really. All right. So now I can use that to take together. And I like to make a whole bunch of it at the same time. That's how you make TIG wire out of MIG wire. At least that's how I do it. I got two more pieces, and then I gotta get ready to leave. I'll probably post a short on that too. That way it's easier to watch. Oh! Beautiful. Ow, son of a bitch. So now these lengths of TIG wire or TIG rod, that's 2 pieces of 030 put together. So it is very similar to having 1/16 inch diameter filler rod. See how we do the math? 1/16 of an inch is 0.0625. Put 030 put together, it's 0.060. I don't know about you, but for me, that's close enough. Now, if you're doing certified work, and certified inspected work that you have to follow a specific weld procedure, I would be very careful of doing this. Talk to your inspector or foreman, make sure that's okay. But for exhaust tubing, stainless work, home projects, stuff like that, works great. English to Spanish? Yeah, sorry, dude. I don't speak Spanish well enough to be able to translate it. I know enough to get me out of Mexico if I'm lost. That's about it. I want to learn. Oh, son of a bitch. I want to learn how to speak Spanish fluently. That is a thing that I want to do. And to be honest, it's probably a thing everybody should do, especially in this construction industry where you're meeting a whole bunch of different people that speak a whole bunch of different languages. I can't tell you how many times I come across somebody that speaks a different language. I'm like, ah. Did you miss my demonstration on what I'm doing? I guess you did. All right, perfect timing. I am making TIG wire out of MIG wire. Now how I'm doing that is I got a small roll of stainless steel ER308 wire, okay? And I don't have any TIG wire for some stainless steel tubing that I'm gonna do. This is 030 thick, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take a length and cut it. Cut it to size. Save the rest of this roll for later. Okay. Hopefully it stays together. Take that. Now, obviously I can't TIG weld with this because it's all coiled up and hard to use. Not only that, it's not quite thick enough. So what I can do is double it up. Take the 2 ends, meet the 2 ends together. I'll stick it in my vise that's kind of off camera. Stick the 2 ends in my vise, about 1 inch in. Shit. Get it down good and tight, okay? So I got this length of TIG wire, or MIG wire, doubled up, make a little hoop end, make a little hoop end like that. Stick this into the chuck of my drill, if it wants to cooperate. There we go. Tighten it down, hopefully, maybe. And then spin it up. And when I spin it up, this stuff ends up straightening out like that. Now this is a little long for me. I don't need it to be this long. Plus if I leave it this long and I'm TIGging, this stuff's gonna move around on me. So I'll take it, cut it in half. Oops. Nip the ends, find 2 ends, cut it in half. Boom, that's TIG wire. And I made a whole bunch of this. Okay. Now I plan on making a whole bunch more, but I am running short on time right now. No, not really. I've got about 15 minutes, so let's cut a bunch. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Getting ready for a project. Just don't feel like buying more TIG wire if I have perfectly good wire right here. Of course, now I can't even use this spool on a MIG gun because I almost bird's nest the shit out of it. That's all right. It makes good TIG wire, and it gives me a good opportunity to do a mundane task at night so I can decompress. I could also take let's do that. Let's take a really, really long piece and spin it together. Let's do that since everybody's watching. Because sometimes it's easier to do that. That. There we go. I'll wrap it back around. My hand's hot. Yeah, let's do that. This looks like a fun time, not gonna lie. No, don't do that to me. Almost came unwound again. Oh shit. Well, can't use that again. Put it in the vise. Alright, go all the way down here where I got it hooked around my chain hook. Got it. Make sure it is nice, straight. Hopefully you stay together, because if it spins around, it's going to scratch the shit out of my bike. Here we go. Yay! Ow, 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 bitch. Shouldn't have better than that, but whatever. Oh no, it didn't work as well as I planned. Man, that didn't work out so well. I might be able to double it up and use it as, let's try that. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try doubling it up, see what it looks like. Either way, 2 doubles. Oh, I didn't weave it up quite enough. That's all right. Good news is I got 5 links, 6 links, 7 links, 8 links, 8 links plus a little extra. Cool. That worked out actually quite nicely. But I'm gonna see if I can fix this up. I'm gonna see if I can quadruple it. And then I'll have to see if it welds nice or if it becomes a pain in the butt. We'll find out, I guess. Then I am gonna have to get going. Oh, which way is it spinning? Looks like it's spinning that way. All right. Okay, I span it up a little too much. I span that up a little too much. That's pretty cool though. Let's try that again. It's still useful. That still could be useful. Try this piece. Which way is this span up? That's span up backwards too. I think I could perfect that. That's pretty cool. That could be useful. All right. Well, make these last bits, and then it'll be time for me to go. Yeah, it'll be time for me to leave very shortly. shit. I haven't even done anything. Why does it keep doing that? There we go. Beautiful, crazy, she can't help but amaze me. Oh, you're supposed to stay in the place, you piece of shit. I'm gonna try something. Maybe if I just bend these ends a little bit. Go. How is it making so much noise? One more piece after this. And then I am done. All right. Might actually start selling this stuff. I might come up with a way to do this really quickly. Look at all that. Beautiful. All right. That's gonna be it for me for today. Thanks for watching, everybody. It's time for me to get ready to go. Take a ride to work. I'll see you later.